Unforgiven is 1 month away. Hi, everybody, it's good old JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler, the Hall of Famer, at ringside. And tonight, we've got a huge tag team match.
That's right. 4 potential championship contenders are going to butt heads here tonight on Raw.
This is their chance to impress the fans and our general manager.
And if these guys are serious about making a run at the championship, that's exactly what they have to do.
He's a tremendous superstar, and his partner's no slouch either.
Maybe so, but they better not take their opponents lightly. Everyone in this match is looking to prove that they're #1 contender material.
From Worcester, Massachusetts, weighing in at 234 pounds, Kenny Dykstra. From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 219 pounds, Johnny Nitro.
You're not going to get him with that one.
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long.
Did they get the tag? Yes!
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
I can't believe he countered that one.
Excellent counter. What ring presence. The tag has been made, and now his partner's coming in. There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk a good game. But when it comes right down to it, I don't think he can back it up.
King, you're as crazy as a pet coon. Did you happen to notice how many times Cena's worn gold around his waist? It seems to me like he's got no problem putting his money where his mouth is.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either. You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all. Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going. You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having a crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
I think you've got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cockiness out of him when they did it.
Well, if that's true, it's just a matter of jealousy. And I think that's pretty sad, coming from two men who have more than 25 world title reigns between them.
The Game and Flair are no strangers to championship gold, but Orton won it.
Looks like a tag to me. So long, ref. Sweet dreams.
It's going to be a while before the referee gets up from that.
He's checking under the ring for weapons, JR. I wonder what he's going to find. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knock. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
Oh, all right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again.
Looks like the tag is made. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
Looks like they got the tag, JR. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
Kenny's come so far. There's the pin.
1, 2, 3. This is really getting personal for...
What the heck?
It's Bobby Lashley.
What's Lashley's problem? This is Raw, not ECW.
But look at the power. He caught him in midair.
Lashley's out of control. I can't look.
Don't do it. Don't do it. My God. Bobby Lashley just took out 4 of Raw's top superstars in a matter of seconds. Unforgiven is less than 3 weeks away. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler at ringside. And speaking of Unforgiven, I don't think Raw superstars will forgive the ECW champion for what he did last week.
Yeah, what a tough guy. He ambushed 4 of our superstars after they were exhausted from a match.
Still, taking out 4 Raw superstars, exhausted or not, is no mean feat.
Well, tonight's our chance to get some payback. I can't wait.
We're hearing now that the partner he chose to take on the ECW champion has had a change of heart and will not be appearing here tonight.
I can't blame anyone for not wanting to take on that monster, but that makes this a one-on-one match, and I don't like those odds.
This was supposed to be a handicap match tonight, but instead, we've got a one-on-one affair.